this life. This life ain't been no crystal stair, and many of my roads have been lonely. Backs have been turned and lessons have been learned, all because of the anointing that God has placed on me. Born with promise, created in love, and destined to be great. But even today, when I look back, there's no way I could have measured the cost of the stakes. Call me angel eyes. Because as a child, I of course saw things at a level that were lower than most. But God always kept me lifted, rangefully gifted, yet fluently humble, with a smile that would capture your heart, yet a story that would make that same heart crumble. I've seen victories and losses, but I've always remained a winner, even when I didn't have a winner's mindset. I've lost love, yet gained hope in the eyes of tears filled with forgiveness. I've seen joy and pain. And in the midst of it all, I have learned that too much sun will burn things up if it's not balanced out with the days of rain, that family will always be first, and that the more we stand together, the less we will disperse, to never allow petty differences come in between us. For united, we are a force to be reckoned with. And if we only allow love to cover our uncountable faults, then in us, we can trust. I have survived against thieves in the night, built up indestructible barricades in an effort to fight. But then I learned that I can drop my guards for the man who was only willing to take a bag of chips from my hand. And that's because he was also willing to bring me a new bag the next day, followed by vows, declaring that every one of my next days would be better than the day before. So I trusted in God enough to believe that I deserved more. I trusted in God enough to protect the children that I bore, and fought to make sure that their destiny was not grounded in the same soil of shattered pieces that mine was. My miracles, they taught me things that I could never have learned on my own, because there is no way that I could love myself as much as I love them. I tussled with the logarithm of life, trying to rationalize with the formula of how can my mini-me's reflect me without suffering with the same struggles that I endured. How can I, as a mother, guarantee that even through trials, the preservation of their purpose can still be restored, that the smiles on their little faces will remain genuine for each of them the same, and that no one will ever use their innocence for personal gain? I battled with how can I be enough for them when I was never even enough for me. Then I decided to just stop battling and learn what enough really means. Enough. Enough is not survival of the fittest, but enough is I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Enough is not only the strong survive, but enough is my strength is made perfect in thy weakness. Enough is not a mind is a terrible thing to waste, but enough is knowing that thou will keep you in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. Enough is, even through fear, being willing to fight through the sayers of nay and believe in the manifestation of your dreams, even when the naysayers is self. Enough is rejoicing with those who rejoice, supporting those who support you, and even loving those who don't. Enough is getting to the place where you can look in the mirror and declare that I am am the rose of Sharon. I am drought tolerant and will survive in any element because I was created to do so. Enough is knowing Psalms 118 and 17, which states, I shall not die, but live and declare the works of the Lord. I have fought, I have fallen, I have given up, I have given in, but when it was all said and done, I still made it. I have stood boldly before the throne of grace, and I can declare that His grace has been much more than sufficient. This life ain't been no crystal stair. But if nothing else, this life has taught me how to stare death in the face and declare that I will live.